Got another Bible contradiction claim here. The individual is asking, why is there a contradiction between what Herod believed Jesus was, either John the Baptist raised from the dead or not John the Baptist raised from the dead? Let's go to the passage they list, which is always appropriate in responding to a Bible contradiction. He says in Matthew 14:1, so let's read it. At the time Herod the Tetrarch heard the report about Jesus and said to his servants, "This is John the Baptist, he has risen from the dead, and therefore these powers are at work with him, or work in him." It goes on to note why, again, John had been executed. And he also says in Mark chapter 6 and verse 16, so let's look that up. It says, "But when Herod heard, he said, 'This is John whom I beheaded. He has been raised from the dead.'" So, two opinions expressed of Herod the Tetrarch. But in Luke chapter 9, apparently there is a negation of this. Luke chapter 9 and verse 9 says, "John I have beheaded," Herod speaking, "but who is this of whom I hear such things?" So he sought to see him. So when someone brings this up as a Bible contradiction, apparently they didn't take the time to know what a contradiction means. A contradiction means, in the violation of the second formal law of logic, A does not equal non-A, apparently God couldn't keep his facts straight by saying that two things in the same way and in the same sense both claim to be true and at the same time cancel each other out. But as we see, and as is often the case, when a Bible contradiction is presented, the critical weakness of looking the passage up shows that there's no negation. Because in Matthew and Mark, what do we see? Herod's conclusion, this must be John the Baptist risen from the dead. In Luke's account, in Luke 9:9, Herod acknowledges that John the Baptist is beheaded, but instead asks a question, "Who is this of whom I hear such things?" Now, you can be nitpicky and say, so which was Herod's opinion, Luke? Did he not know who this was, or did he conclude that this must be John the Baptist because of the association with how he taught and the miracles he was performing? But this is where we raise our hand and say, a contradiction means something specific. John the Baptist is not both claimed and denied to be Jesus, according to the opinion of Herod the Tetrarch. We see Herod the Tetrarch starting to form the question in his mind, and the addition of detail showing where ultimately his opinion was settled in Matthew and Mark. But if you're going to say that the God of the Bible couldn't keep his facts straight, first get your facts straight regarding your objection. A contradiction is an explicit cancellation and negation of ideas in the same way and sense, including a thought of Herod the Tetrarch saying, "I didn't behead John the Baptist, and Jesus clearly is someone other than him." Luke 9 would not conclude that kind of phrasing. You can't claim it's a contradiction because that's not what a contradiction means.